All in Des Moines, Iowa tonight that he has decided on a running mate, but he won't say who it is. He is predicting that one of his opponents, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, though, will not be in the race much longer.
When you look at Ron's numbers, he's practically out of the race. In fact, a lot of people say he's leaving the race after Iowa because he's doing so poorly. He's also doing very poorly, as you know, in New Hampshire. I mean, really poorly.
Meanwhile, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie's ending his presidential campaign.
I thank you for the enormous honor to have the chance to run for president of the United States again. I thank you for your time to listen.
Christie says his main goal now is to prevent Trump from being reelected. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
At Southern Heritage Bank, we provide tools to protect you and your accounts. Secure Lock Equip is an easy-to-use mobile app that puts the power to protect your debit cards in your hands. Simply use the free app to turn your card on or off in real time as needed. It also helps track your purchases. You'll receive a notification each time your debit card is used, before the sales clerk can provide you with a receipt. Prevent fraud, control spending with Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
This is a severe weather update.
All right, good morning. Before we get into our regular news this morning, you're listening to Mix 1041. Also on Talk 1013 The Buzz. We're on MixTV.tv. Good morning, definitely an inclement weather morning this Friday, the 12th day of January 2024. And we have a lot of school systems closed this morning, and the major reason is because of high winds, which affect the so-called high-profile vehicles. Those, of course, include school buses. And so Bradley County and Cleveland City schools are closed today. Also, other systems around the area. Polk County is closed, along with the Girls Preparatory School is closed today. Meigs County, Ray County, Sweetwater City, also McMinn County, all closed today, and it is because of the winds. I got a couple of individual notes. Bradley County schools, they say that their after-school activities are still going to happen today. Now, that includes what should be a highly attended basketball night, Walker Valley at Bradley tonight. By the way, we'll have coverage 6 o'clock on Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv, all supplied by Wholesale Supply Group, by the way. You know, I'm wearing, if you're listening on the radio, I'm wearing a wholesale hoodie that Josh had left over in a garage sale. So it's very nice of him to. I think he gave all of us one, didn't he?
He did.
You've never worn yours.
Very nice. It was very nice of him.
You've never worn yours.
Well, if I can wear it here, I'll gladly wear it.
Hey, Fruit Loops. Hey, let's talk a little more about this Cleveland City. By the way, another note here: Cleveland City schools. They say that their aftercare activities are canceled for today. School is out and no aftercare. Hey, let's talk about the winds. What are you seeing as far as the Weather Service is concerned? Brett, you can kick in too if you had anything. You probably don't.
Oh.
Gideon took his mic. I got so much beef with you this morning, I don't know where to begin. I'm tired of Mrs. Hartline coming to this station. This was never intended.
What?
I won't tell you the condition of my office, which she now says is our office. That's a lot. We got a long way to go for that.
My goodness, I'm telling her
Bridget.
You said that.
Oh, I told her last night. It's fine.
I'm telling my new coworker you said that.
Hey, let's get back to business here, Bridget, because it's all about the winds. And from what I was reading this morning, oh, God, oh man, I really prefer you where I can't see you, much like your family, quite frankly.
It just means you can see me face to face. That's what it is.
Well, and you better not get used to that with the Lord.
Here's what happened, and I know we got severe weather, but here's what happened, okay? We started moving some things around your office, and like a cloud, like a plume of dust just like rose to the ceiling.
Yeah.
And so she started asking me questions. And
I know.
And I'm not going to tell a lie. I cannot tell a
Why
lie.
start now?
I
Well,
cannot
if
tell a
it's-
lie.
If it's clean, I'm going to go take a look at it.
And,
It's not just
and
clean.
you know, said
Things were
something
moved
about,
around.
I believe that it might have been a year or something since we dusted. So, you know.
Fruit Loops told Jennifer, my office has not been cleaned in a year. And good morning,
Now-
my friend Dennis Purvis. Yeah.
I didn't exactly say that.
Yes,
I said,
you did. That's what she
I
said.
said they'll clean that side of the office. They just won't touch this side of the office, okay?
Well, here's what I told them: don't touch my desk, because and I don't. It's not just them. Don't touch my desk. And now, did I tell Mrs. Hartline? I said no, I didn't.
See, now,
But you did.
Well, you could have very easily told Mrs. Hartline not to touch your desk.
You squealed.
I mean, I'm
What do you
sure
mean
that
not
would have
touch my
went
desk?
great.
I come in, everything's moved around.
But it's now a two-person desk.
By the way, I don't have my news. This is not my news. I don't know what's news.
What is that?
I don't have my news.
Okay. All right, we'll find it.
Well, hang on, mate. No, I don't. So now we're just going to have to guess.
Now you
No,
broke
I'm so mad about this because I go in and everything's moved. Can't find anything. She's
All
put
we-
stuff in cabinets. It's just like I'm at home.
All we did is put a computer on your desk.
No, that's
you
not true.
are the only individual in this building that does not have a computer.
Well, I don't need one, and I don't want one.
He doesn't know how to use it.
I don't know how to use it.
So all we
what's a
did
computer?
is add a computer to your desk. We just had to move a mountain full of dust first.
Exactly. Can you check on where my news is? Because I have
Yeah, sure.
I have no information for anybody. Bridget, what's going on with the weather and all
Yeah,
that?
I'll stall here for you.
Yeah,
so,
thanks.
Wind is going to be the issue throughout the day today. So just looking at the hourly forecast here, looks about 10 a.m. this morning, about 13 mile per hour winds, up to 23 miles per hour at 2 p.m. today. So those are going to be sustained winds. Of course, gusts can get higher than that. So beginning
What's the
about
miles per hour?
About 10 a.m., going to be around 13 miles per hour. And then at 2 p.m., 23 miles per hour, sustained winds.
And I think, when I was reading this morning, it's still about 5 o'clock, all this, the weather stuff, is that right?
Yes. Looks like at this point, it's going to be out of here by about 4 o'clock.
And see, that's, and also, just a little teaser here, everybody's talking about the potential of snow, I guess, on Monday night or Tuesday or something.
Monday
Okay.
night into Tuesday morning, yes.
Everybody's excited.
Yes.
But here's what happens. In southeast Tennessee, we know it'll change. So what's do you have an update
I do.
on
I'll be glad to talk
the
about
snowcast right here with Insurance Incorporated? Go right ahead.
All right, here we go. So Sunday night, now it's just going to be cloudy, but the low is going to be 28. And then on Monday, scattered snow showers during the morning.
Of course.
And then partly to mostly cloudy for the afternoon. The high is going to be 36 on Monday.
Okay.
So Monday night, watching a potential winter storm.
That's the polar vortex.
Occasional snow showers. 50% chance of snow. Snow accumulating 1 to 3 inches.
There you go. There it is.
And then more snow showers on Tuesday morning with a high of only 29. That's when it's going to get really cold.
What's our, because one, I think, is it Tuesday night going to be like 13 or something?
8.
It's going to be 8 on 8
degrees, yes, Tuesday night.
That's just ridiculous. No kidding. North of here, and really, the polar vortex is returning by popular demand, and they're already talking about it affecting the Iowa caucuses. But if you believe what you read, nothing is going to affect the Iowa caucuses. Trump's got a huge lead up there. Okay, so that's the deal. Let me recap quickly. Most school systems. Hey, did you find my news? What are you doing? You back there cleaning my office?
You apparently broke the printer. I think you maliciously.
I didn't break the printer. You guys broke my office.
Look, I think in you being upset with your office, you have maliciously messed up the printer.
Let me tell you,
Is this
I'll
possible?
maliciously mess you up if you keep telling Jennifer on me. You told her my office hadn't been clean in a year. Now, me and Dennis Purvis like to have a word with
I
you.
just told her that half of the office had not been.
Good. Good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, get out. Thanks. It is. Hey, we do need you tonight, though. So. All right, so let's begin in the local and state news aspect here. Of course, Bradley County, Cleveland City Schools closed this morning. Many area systems closed. You can find that on our website at mymix1041.com for that full list. Just went over it. Local and state news, the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. Well, yesterday, Bradley County Mayor Gary Davis gave his State of the County address once again. This time, the traditional Kiwanis Club. Gary's a longtime Kiwanian since the early 1980s, as he said in his address yesterday. We had already reported on that earlier this week, and the Lord knows we don't want to repeat it. So, the new information here, though, is our reporter Gideon Ratcliffe, who attended and covered the meeting and watched that State of the County address on mixtv.tv. But Gideon spoke with the mayor following the meeting and asked him about his comments earlier this week about merging Bradley County and Cleveland City Schools. And here's what Mayor Davis told our Gideon Ratcliffe following his address.
Anytime you do something like that, you're going to get pros and cons. But the thing with studying something like that is to study those pros and cons and see which outweighs the other and what we could do differently to do better. When I said it's just a thought, that's what I meant. I think it's time that we look at making some possible changes and improvements. We have two wonderful school systems here, but I think on behalf of our kids, our students, that we could do things even better, and I think we should always be looking to do that.
All right, that's Bradley County Mayor Gary Davis' first comments about his when he talked on Monday in the Bradley County Commission meeting about looking at the, as he just said, about looking at the possibility of merging the Bradley County and Cleveland City school systems. All right, our news partners at Local 3 report a McMinn County man is accused of child sex crimes, arrested Monday on more than 24 charges. A TBI spokesperson says that 27-year-old Kentarius McGuffey, charged with 13 counts of aggravated rape of a child and other charges, plus one count of sexual exploitation of a minor with over 50 images. The TBI says McGuffey was arrested after agents got a tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children about child sexual abuse material being uploaded by a Snapchat user who was later identified as McGuffey. The TBI said authorities detained McGuffey at his place of employment in Sweetwater, while agents and investigators executed a search warrant at his home in Athens, booked in the McMinn County Jail on a $400,000 bond. Also, the Tennessee Department of Transportation released a statement on Thursday to assure motorists it's stocked and ready to clear roadways of ice and snow. TDOT said salt supplies have been replenished in all 95 Tennessee counties in preparation for the winter season, and crews have readied snowplows and brine trucks. TDOT's statewide winter weather budget, $26.6 million, includes salt brine, overtime for employees, and equipment maintenance. And, by the way, for weather tips, travel information, and a regional breakdown of TDOT winter weather supplies and equipment, visit the Department of Transportation website at tn.gov/TDOT. All right, that is local and state news. Our first check of traffic here this morning, which should be a lot less this morning with no school traffic on this Friday, Brittany.
Yeah, that's right. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway. And anytime at donledford.com. Things in town are looking great, but we are seeing a slowdown on the interstate. I-75 southbound just past exit 20, and traffic is quickly.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage?
And we'll be sure to keep you up to date. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call.
It's our commitment to being unbelievably good.
Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Waste Connections introduces efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
All right, on this definitely a different day out there because of the school systems locally being shut down, along with several area systems. Boy, it's a great time to go to Hardee's this morning. flaky, buttery goodness. Hardee's 2 for $5 mix and match breakfast includes the made-from-scratch sausage and egg biscuit, biscuits and gravy, country fried steak biscuit. Choose 2 of the same or mix and match for delicious breakfast variety at a Hardee's near you. Bradley County, Cleveland City Schools shut down today because of the high wind impacts and the potential danger to school buses. We'll continue to update you on all of that. Coming up through the morning, busy morning. I have a lot of people in here as we go along. Stand by, Mix 104.1, and we're on mixtv.tv.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Dad, are these numbers right? Our factory's been overproducing mattresses for most of the year.
The boys were on a heater and I just let them cook.
What?
Yeah, well, when you have a crew of craftsmen like we do, you just gotta let them go.
Well, I guess there's one thing to do.
Right now at Mermaid Mattress, get Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended mattress in America, starting at only 41 cents a night.
But people better hurry because at these prices, they won't last long.
And it's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Tomorrow is the big day. We look forward to it every day of the week. Is Saturday at Buddy's, and it is their all-you-can-eat ribs.
Mm-hmm.
All-you-can-eat ribs at Buddy's.
Great deal.
Oh my goodness, it's unbelievable. And you know what? You're gonna love it. There's no doubt about it. And you get the all-you-can-eat ribs at Buddy's, you're going to get your sexy back, I guarantee you. No. Buddy's Barbecue, Paula Parkway, big day today, family packs. You can get a family pack, kick off the weekend tonight, tomorrow, whatever. NFL Wild Card Weekend. You could load up, feed a bunch of people, a bunch of pork or pulled chicken, ribs, beef brisket. They got the big drive-thru open and ready to go. Bulk orders. Plus, they cater and cater any event. Just go to Buddy's BBQ, Buddy'sBBQCleveland.com, Buddy's Barbecue. Deanne Dawes and her husband and their family, they own it, and they do a great job. And again, it's NFL Wild Card Weekend. Load up and all-you-can-eat ribs tomorrow right there at Buddy's Barbecue. Hey, Fruit Loops, I'll lie, we got one more here. See exciting Championship 1 wrestling every Saturday night at the C1W Arena, 130 McDonald School Road in McDonald, Tennessee. Tickets are just $8. Kids 5 and under free. Doors open at 7 p.m. Bell time at 8 p.m. For more information, see the Championship 1 Wrestling Facebook page. No wimps allowed.
Man, if you were watching on Mixed TV just now, you got a little extra with that commercial.
Well, and no extra charge. Whew, now I'm out of breath. It is 7:22 inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Been making America's best mattresses since 1846. When you buy one at Mermaid, we'll give you $300 in free merchandise at locally owned Mermaid Mattress.
For today, we'll have rain moving in later this morning and then becoming windy this afternoon. We could see, or thunder is possible this afternoon. A high of 55, a low of 29 this evening with partly cloudy skies tonight. For tomorrow, sunny skies, a high of 45 and a low of 25 tomorrow evening. And then on Sunday, partly cloudy during the day with a high of only 39. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 42 degrees.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
Oh, well, we lost both of them, which is unbelievable. The Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, the late, great George Michael.
Rolling in.
Yes, yes. I'll tell you what, and we're just getting started. So let's go on and buckle in, folks. Let's dive into this forecast. Hey, it is a quiet night, mostly clear skies. Temperatures are cooling down, but they're not cold out there because we've got changes underway. You can see that high pressure moving away. We're quiet now, but you can see, look at the thunderstorms breaking out across portions of Arkansas and back into Oklahoma. In fact, you can see as our low pressure kind of dives close to the Gulf Coast, we're starting to pull up that deeper moisture. And as that gets scooped up, we'll see more and more thunderstorms, some big time storms developing later tonight. So the bullseye is kind of right there in the Arklatex region here. And that's where we have a new tornado watch that's just been issued there. But you can see a lot of thunderstorms getting going, and that system will move our way for tomorrow. So you can sleep easy tonight, not worried about any stormy weather. As you wake up tomorrow morning, you'll start to notice those winds beginning to pick up. If you remember back to last Monday, we had those winds gusting 40 to 60 miles per hour outside of any thunderstorms. Well, that's what we're going to experience again for our Friday. That could lead to some tree damage, especially some of the weaker trees that could topple over on some power lines and create power outages. So be aware of that. And then we're looking at plenty of rain and storms moving in, especially I think from about 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's when we have that chance of a few isolated severe storms and also heavy rain, which could lead to a little flash flooding in spots as well. So let's time it all out for you with Futurecast. Again, going throughout tonight, we'll just see some of these scattered clouds continuing to increase, but we will stay dry. Heading out the door early tomorrow morning, 6, 7, 8 a.m., it's going to be dry, but then we'll start to get some scattered downpours moving in as we get towards 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. But the main show will move in starting around lunchtime, first across the north and northwest. And that's where that line of storms will start to develop. And then it will move from west to east across the Tennessee Valley by 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And notice these red arrows, those are those strong winds outside of the thunderstorm. So anytime, let's say from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., we're going to be tracking that line of storms, but the winds are going to be howling throughout the day. The good news is 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the evening, it's all out of here. So heading home for your afternoon commute, no issues. Now, we do have wind alerts in effect for the entire area with
Save up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mach-E Mustangs at Cleveland Ford. That's right, big discounts are back at Cleveland Ford. We also have financing as low as 0%. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today or shop clevelandford.com.
Are on this storm alert weather day. So conditions still pretty quiet where we are in the Tennessee Valley. Clouds are on the increase, both these higher level clouds and this milky white color indicating some low level clouds. Now, just to the west, that's where we start to have some initial rain showers. Those are moving into Jackson County, Grundy County, Van Buren County. But I want to pull back a little bit further. This is really where you see all of that activity. A new tornado watch that has been issued for Mississippi as those storms continue to grow. Back even further, the low pressure system, that trailing cold front, and additional storms. All of this wave of energy is going to move into our area. Again, the next few hours, you don't so much have to worry about any kind of severe threat. We're just going to have the initial rain pushing in, and that's what's happening for western eastern Jackson County, sprinkles in Grundy County and up to Van Buren County. That's going to keep pushing eastward. Now, when I show you a look at our wind gusts, that's what you're going to notice is we don't really have the gusty wind yet. All that orange and red color just to our west, but even then, that's certainly not going to be our strongest wind gusts. It's going to take a little bit from about 9 a.m. all the way till midnight. That's when we're going to get some strong gusts, but especially right around the midday hours. So let me show you that. This is about 8:15, starting to get a few spots in the higher elevations getting gusty, but look how much more of that red color starts to show up at 10 a.m. As we look ahead to 12:30 around lunchtime, certainly most spots, those gusts over 40 miles per hour. Even look at this, some of those mountaintops around 60 miles per hour at that point. That's also going to go towards around Fort Mountain, the Caheta Wilderness, and the eastern portions of Murray County, seeing those really strong gusts. That'll continue into the early afternoon hours, and then for your evening time, it starts to die down. Now,
in touch and making these decisions in concert with the Emergency Management Agency. But because of the high winds and the impacts to high-profile vehicles, including school buses, and as the county school says, student driver potential danger, they have closed today. This is how we started the week on Monday. This is how we are ending the week on Friday. And then, as Bridget alluded to earlier, there is snow in the forecast for Monday night, but more on that in a few minutes. Bradley County, Cleveland City schools are closed. Couple of notes. Cleveland City says their after-school care is not happening today. They've shut that down today. That includes the YMCA sites at the schools. Bradley County schools, however, they say that their after-school activities are on, including athletics, including tonight's Walker Valley at Bradley Central High School basketball matchups, which we're going to have full coverage of girls action at 6, boys at 7:30 on Mix 104.1 and on MixTV.tv, all supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Other area systems closed today. Polk County is closed. Meigs County, Ray County, Sweetwater City, McMinn County schools all closed today. And Bridget, just want to get an update from you about the wind is what's happening here, and that's why, that's why these systems are closed. A lot of people don't understand that. We heard, quite frankly, get some mocking about this, I guess, Monday and later in the week, but it does really, there's a possibility of real danger, and actually school buses blowing off the road if the wind kicks up.
Yeah, so just taking a look at our hourly forecast, looks about around 10 a.m., 11 a.m., around 10 a.m. sustained winds around 13 miles per hour, and then around 11 o'clock up to 17 miles per hour, and then looks like the peak of it is going to be about 2 o'clock this afternoon with 23 mile per hour sustained winds, and of course gusts higher than that.
So Fruit Loops, which praise the Lord, his microphone's been hidden from him, which I guess the audience all got together and did that. No, the wind gust chart being provided by our weather partners at Local 3, where we'll get a real weather report at 8 o'clock with Alison Pryor. But anyway, it looks like, as Bridget just said there, midday wind gusts can get over 50 miles per hour today in southeast Tennessee. This morning, up to 34, about 10 a.m., 48. Then you get up to about 52 mile per hour wind gust. I mean, you're talking about like you're at the beach and hurricane season at about 2 o'clock this afternoon. But the wind gusts, really, the potential, folks, the potential of these wind gusts will continue through this evening at where they could be around 29 miles per hour as of 6 p.m. Is that what you're seeing here?
Yes, this is pushing in a cold front, which is going to bring our snow on Monday night.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Yes.
It's the polar vortex, and so windy all day, and those gusts 40 to 55 miles per hour. National Weather Service reminds you, secure outdoor objects, tree damage, power outages are possible. And then we have those isolated risk of storms today, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., heavy rain at times. We could get anywhere, depending on where you are, a quarter to a full inch of rain later today. So that's why the school systems shut down Again, Cleveland City says no after-school activities, including child care. And then Bradley County, they say their after-school activities are on, and they put it in the release this way. They said they're on for now, that they are monitoring the situation. All right, let's get a quick regular news update here. 7:31, sports around the corner.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
And Bradley County Mayor Gary Davis delivered his State of the County address to the Kiwanis Club, but Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv spoke with the mayor following his address. He made his first public comments after last Monday, suggesting a conversation about merging Bradley County and Cleveland City Schools. Plus, the State Department of Transportation released a statement on Thursday to assure motorists it's stocked and ready to clear roadways of ice and snow. More news in full detail at the top of the hour.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. We are still seeing that backup I-75 southbound. It's going to be just past exit 20, but of course traffic is backed up past exit 20 at this point. Good news is traffic is moving. It's just a slow go this morning. So we do see emergency crews on the right shoulder. They're just past exit 20 and before you get to White Oak Mountain. So again, that is all I-75 southbound. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid of Pest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell What Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. Loans up to $20,000. Call Dusty and the team at Southland Finance, 950 25th Street in Cleveland in front of Ace Hardware, 423-458-3007. Online at southlandfinance.net. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Save up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mach-E Mustangs at Cleveland Ford. That's right, big discounts are...
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. Then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
And I don't know why you're making this up. Excuse me?
Haven't been pulled over there.
Oh, come on. I mean, it'd be nice if you told the truth for once, except about me. And that's 7:36. Let's go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center. Roger Pickett. I don't know. Honestly, I think Roger was barred from Dayton at one point. I think he got it back, though. Made some donation or something. I don't know.
Here at Mermaid Mattress, we're revolutionizing the way you shop. We offer actual stores you can visit to try your new mattress before you buy it. Mermaid Mattress, we're just around the corner.
All right, for today, we'll have rain likely moving in later this morning, becoming windy by afternoon. Wind gusts 40 to 55 miles per hour during the afternoon today. We do have an isolated severe risk this afternoon as well, so be aware of that. A high of 54 today, a low of 29 this evening with partly cloudy skies tonight. For tomorrow, mainly sunny, a high of 45 and a low of 25. And then on Sunday, partly cloudy during the day with a high of only 39. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 42 degrees.
Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious foods in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
7:37, the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial. Hello, human kindness. A lot of illness going around. Don't forget, CHI Memorial Convenient Care is open 7 days a week. Public Shopping Center, Paula Parkway, right here in Cleveland. All right, this sports is sponsored in part by the Town Squire.
The Town Squire is ready for a brand new year with some of the best values and sales all over the store for that man in your life. The Town Squire with top quality style, but also great prices and great values all over their store. Larry McDaniel and his staff invite you in. Don't forget the excellent shoe department, and with so much happening, the tuxedo department, an exciting place at the Town Squire. From t-shirts to tuxedos, the Town Squire, ready for 2024. Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland, Tennessee.
Well, the Lady Vols got a big win over Florida last night, 88-81. You heard that right here on, actually, I was on Talk 101.3, The Buzz. We got the Buzz back on yesterday, and we started threatening this national company, and all of a sudden, hey, Eureka, we're back on. Unbelievable. Walker Valley girls defeated Ray County, the Lady Mustangs, over Ray, 57-42 last night. But the Ray County boys beat Walker Valley 59-55. All right, Lee women and men played a doubleheader with Christian Brothers, Lee Lady Flames over Walker Valley. That's not true. Lee Lady Flames didn't play Walker Valley. They played Christian Brothers, beat them 69-31. Christian Brothers men over Lee 81-71. That action here on Mix 104.1 last night, presented by CHI Memorial. Philip Tang doing an excellent job. All right, high school wrestling last night. Cleveland High School boys wrestling over Bradley Central 62-3 last night. Cleveland boys wrestling will wrestle Father Ryan tonight at 6 o'clock at the Jones Wrestling Center at Cleveland High School. East Hamilton wrestling over Walker Valley 42-40. The Cleveland swim team defeated Silverdale on Thursday. Tonight, now this is still on, and we're getting a lot of questions about this because the school systems are shut down. But Walker Valley at Bradley basketball is still on for tonight. Girls at 6, boys at 7:30. We'll have double coverage tonight from Jim Smitty Arena right here on Mix 104.1 and on MixTV.tv. All supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Cleveland goes to McMinn County. Girls and boys basketball starts at 6 o'clock, and we understand that matchup is still on tonight. So Cleveland at McMinn County. Girls and boys basketball starts at 6 o'clock tonight. All right, the Florida State football program penalized by the NCAA for NIL violations. The program will have to disassociate itself from its NIL collective for 1 year, plus on probation for 2 years. And they receive recruiting limits. Florida State offensive coordinator Alex Atkins was the name that came out of the violation. He is suspended for 3 games. And it's a huge weekend. The NFL Wild Card weekend, the Wild Card playoff round, the playoffs begin tomorrow, Saturday, with the Joe Flacco and the Cleveland Browns at the Houston Texans at 4:30 on NBC. Now, Bridget, let me translate some here for you. Is that Bobby? Mm-hmm. So the NFL, the game they put in the Saturday 4:30 slots, the game they think's the weakest for viewers. So that's Browns at Texans. I would agree with them. Mm-hmm. But then tomorrow night you got the Dolphins at the Chiefs. Now, folks, try to follow me. I'm gonna bring in Bobby Ludwig because this definitely has an economic impact here. Good morning, Bobby.
Hey, good morning.
So we're talking about, before we get to your fine report, we're talking about some television economics and the NFL Wild Card playoffs, which begin tomorrow. So tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, NBC has paid the NFL $100 million to broadcast the Dolphins at the Chiefs in Kansas City on Peacock. It is the first playoff game to ever be exclusively streamed. So if you want to watch this game tomorrow night, usually an average of about 30 million people watch a playoff game, you have to get Peacock. Bobby has been struck. Excuse me?
No, I said I hate the idea. I very rarely comment on these big, giant national posts on Facebook, but I, from South Florida, am a Miami Dolphins fan, and we don't get a chance to see the Dolphins in the playoffs over the last, 30 years. And so now they're in the playoffs, and you have to subscribe to Peacock for a year to watch
No, you don't.
one night.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Okay, maybe you got a workaround.
No, I don't actually. Here's the problem for the streaming companies that they're all facing, and without getting into a bunch of shop talk here, you can watch the game and cancel it the same night. So what's going to happen? And I don't want to get on a long tangent here, but it's fascinating. And if you like sports on television, and if you like football on television, it is a relevant conversation. Here's what's happening. So Peacock, they're going to broadcast a game, but they were in the New York Times. The president of Peacock is a woman named Kelly Campbell, works for NBC Comcast. They are hoping that they are okay to do it technically. Now, Amazon, they prove you can do it on Thursday nights. They average 15 million people every Thursday. Peacock sounded a lot less sure, and as a matter of fact, they're going to have tens of millions of people sign up for Peacock so they can watch the Dolphins and Chiefs tomorrow night, which arguably is the best matchup of the whole weekend.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
So you're saying there's two angles here. They may not even be able to support the viewership, so we may have some problems if you do watch it.
Yep.
And then, of course, the monetary side is signing up and having to go through the work of subscribing and then unsubscribing if you choose not to have it after the show.
Yeah, because what they're counting on is people will forget. And the biggest thing Peacock has, according to that article, the most watched thing is reruns of The Office. And NBC spent $500 million on that. Yeah. None of their originals.
Well, here's a better business model, Steve. Here's a better what I would applaud is if Peacock said we're going to broadcast this wild card game and free to attract viewers to Peacock, and then slap it full of Peacock commercials to sign up, and this is what we have to offer. Once you get all the viewership, and then you might have some sticky subscribers, as opposed to millions of people signing up and then canceling it before they go to bed.
Netflix has 247 million subscribers. Peacock has 23 million subscribers. And it's $10, and so it's basically like a pay-per-view thing. You're going to watch it for $10. And
correct.
All right, other matchups quickly, then we'll talk to Bobby here. Sunday, Steelers at Bills, 1 o'clock on CBS, and Well, by the way, if you don't want to watch Peacock tomorrow night, you can listen to the game on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. Then Sunday, Talk 101.3 The Buzz and CBS at 1. Now, Bridget, we were talking about these time slots and how the NFL ranks these. So whatever they put on the Sunday 4:30 means they think it's the biggest game, the biggest playoff game of the weekend. So they have put there the Packers at the Cowboys, and that is such a traditional rivalry. Watch that. That'll be the most watched game of the weekend. 4:30 on Fox, also on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. Rams at Lions is interesting because former Georgia quarterback Matthew Stafford, who quarterbacked the Lions for 12 years, now with the Rams, goes back to Detroit Sunday night at 8. That's on NBC and right here on Mix 104.1. And then Monday night, Eagles at Buccaneers, ABC. Eagles are terrible, by the way. Lost 5 in a row. ABC and Talk 101.3 The Buzz. And Bridget, our radio coverage is presented by the Cleveland Family YMCA. What's going on there?
That's exactly right. Yeah, the Cleveland Family YMCA, they have membership solutions for everyone, regardless of income. Go to ymcachattanooga.org for more.
Now, officially, Bobby Ludwig's your Edward Jones financial advisor. So it should be a big weekend.
Hey, Steve, a lot of football I'm going to be watching. Maybe not Peacock, but we'll find a way. There'll be people who'll find a way.
Well, I can't reveal my source, but a very benevolent friend of mine, should I say, they're giving me their privileges Saturday night.
Really?
Yep.
That's
Okay.
very nice.
It's like nobody likes me, and I know that. And this sham award that I won, which is a sham, because it's Griffin who looks like Dorf. And so he's now Dorf, kind of like Shelton's Uncle Fester. He's now Dorf. You know, and Bobby laughs because he appreciates good comedy, Tim Conway. So anyway, but there is one person out there who likes me, and I'm getting their privileges.
Well, that's
privileges.
Nice.
Well, I'll say, I've got to check. To be honest with you, Steve, we at one time and may still have a Peacock subscription for the very reason you suggested. Office. We were watching Office reruns like crazy, and then they switched it over to Peacock, so we got the subscription to watch The Office.
You may have it, no kidding.
I may have it. I may have been donating to Peacock and NBC for the last 8 months, but we'll see if we can make it up.
All right, well, what's up? What's up this morning?
Markets. Hey, markets were mixed yesterday, actually slightly up. The Dow up 15 points to close at 37,711. The S&P down just 3 points to close at 4,780, but the NASDAQ up a half a point, Steve, to close at 14,970. So let's just say the markets were flat yesterday after being down triple digits. So it turned out to be a decent day. Back to you guys in the studio.
That is Bobby Ludwig. He is your Edward Jones financial advisor. And, Bobby, how can people reach out to you?
Hey, give us a call for all your investment, retirement, and life insurance needs, 473-2215. Again, that's 473-2215. Or stop by and see me at 2060 North Dakota, right by the old Liner gas station.
But here's the thing about Peacock and whatever, the price and all that, but Bridget can really appreciate this, and anybody who knows me can. Do you think that I know how to install it? Do you think I know how to do it? Of course not. So Mrs. Hartline was put on notice probably a week ago saying, look, 8 o'clock Saturday night, well, probably 7, I need you. I need some help.
So does this friend's subscription come with a tutorial?
No. I don't know. You think I know how to do it? I have no clue how to do it. So, Mrs. Hartline, she better be bringing her A game, and she laughed it off. So, idiot, you know. Anyway. All right, Bobby. Enjoy.
Well, good luck. Good luck with that, Steve. I hope you watch it.
I'm pulling for your Dolphins. Hope they win.
Well, I appreciate it.
All right, bye. Have a good weekend. All right, buddy.
Hey, TT.
10 before 8. I tell you what, we're going to take a quick time out here. Mix 104.1, mixtv.tv. Hey, Mix Mornings is served by Tzatziki's. You can eat where it's going to taste good and be good for you. Imagine that at Tzatziki's Target Shopping Center at Paula Parkway and Frontage Road. Good morning. Here's a guy that also does not know how to install Peacock.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea.
Hey, listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Save up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mach-E Mustangs at Cleveland Ford. That's right, big discounts are back at Cleveland Ford. We also have financing as low as 0%. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today or shop clevelandford.com.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one. And there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great. And their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Insurance Incorporated. Again, Bradley County, Cleveland City schools are closed today because of the high winds and because of the impact they could have, or the winds could have, on school buses specifically. So Bradley County, Cleveland City schools closed. Couple of notes there. Bradley County says that their after-school activities are on for now. They are monitoring the situation. Now, that includes tonight's Walker Valley at Bradley basketball games. Schedule girls at 6, boys at 7:30. What time's the JV? I know you're going to watch Jameson.
Yes, that is at 4:30.
Yeah, so 4:30, boys JV. So all of that is on for now, is what the press release said from Bradley County Schools. They are monitoring the situation. We'll have full coverage, by the way, tonight of Walker Valley at Bradley basketball. We begin with our girls' coverage at 6 o'clock on Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv, all supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Other school systems closed around the area: Polk County, also Meigs County, Ray County, Sweetwater City, and McMinn County schools all closed today because of these high winds. We're going to be talking with Local 3 and Cleveland native meteorologist Alison Pryor at the top of the hour, and she'll get into more detail. But the wind gust, I guess, Bridget, what to get maybe 50 miles per hour, something like that?
Yeah, 40 to 55 miles per hour expected wind gusts today.
So not just going into school, but coming back from school. I mean, the whole thing is just, well, and then the county school system in their press release talked about student drivers. So, yeah, that's a great decision, actually. Cleveland City Schools, they say in their press release that all of their after-school care activities, or after-care activities for children, including the YMCA after-school care, they are all closed today. It's definitely an inclement weather day. This report sponsored by Insurance Incorporated. Make sure you're insured for all of these things at Insurance Incorporated. See Davis Morlock and Bob McIntyre, who just he won the Robert Varnell Leadership Award one year, which another lean year.
No, Oh.
And he sent me just a horrible text.
Good.
About how this could happen, and basically thinks the community is coming to an end. So, whatever. All right, it's 4 before 8.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
There's more what we would call regular news coming up at the top of the hour. Quite a bit going on, including Bradley County Mayor Gary Davis giving his State of the County address to his native Quantians. He's been a Quantian, as he said, since the early 1980s, and so he gave that address. But following the address, Gideon Ratcliffe with MixedTV.tv got in some questions about the mayor's comments back at the Bradley County Commission meeting last Monday about merging Bradley County and Cleveland City Schools. It's the mayor's first comments about what he said in the commission meeting. So all that coming up at the top of the hour.
This news update is brought to you by Rick's Plumbing Service, a family-owned business specializing in new commercial and residential plumbing. Call Jason or Josh at Rick's Plumbing Service, 423-595-6143.
3 minutes before 8, the Simmons Bank celebration list.
Okay, happy birthday to Satika Bryce. She is 58 today and works over at Volunteer Energy.
And Satika, happy birthday. She's one of those people who takes care of everybody's birthdays. So happy birthday, Satika. A wonderful lady.
That's right. Hope she has a great
day. And Satika,
today.
Keep my lights on, would you?
Please.
Volunteer Energy, and I understand we got a new contact over there, and I got to call him back. So anyway.
All right. Also, Donald and Loretta Burgess, they are celebrating their wedding anniversary tomorrow. The birthday or the anniversary wish says to the best parents ever, thank you for all you do for your kids and grandkids. My friend Cindy Freeman celebrating a birthday tomorrow. Also, my friend Carla Hyder is having a birthday tomorrow as well. Sawyer Falk is celebrating today. Jimmy Pat Lee is having a birthday. And then Drusilla Fain is celebrating a birthday tomorrow. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they are with you every step of the way. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427. Another birthday in just now. We have Bree Ballard celebrating her 24th birthday today. That is from Mom Wendy, Dad Josh, and daughter Kamaya. So happy birthday to Bree today.
Let's go inside our Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol update.
Okay, Don Ledford in Cleveland is your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway and anytime at donledford.com. We are still seeing that slowdown on the interstate, I-75 southbound. It's going to be between exit 20 and White Oak Mountain, and the issue is on the right shoulder there, just past exit 20. So be aware of that as you drive. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated. Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland, 423-339-3231.
Ford is...
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Here is Brian Poole, owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
It's going to be a least expensive cremation and funeral option facility. The good thing about Serenity is a big spacious facility. Chapel seats over 200 people, 3 big visitation rooms there. We also offer a discounted funeral service there, $4,900. That'll be the casket included in our services, and you won't feel stressed about your facilities. You'll have plenty of space there. If it's a $995 cremation or a $4,900 funeral, we're going to still give them a first-class professional service as we would treat our own family with.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com, proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios, this is Talk 101.3 The Buzz, WCLE, HD2 and 101.3 FM, W267BI Cleveland.
It can be bestbuymetalroofing.com.
All right, we say good morning, and we are joined by Alison Pryor. Alison, live from Local 3, the studios down there. She's a Cleveland High School Hall of Famer. Good morning, Alison.
Good morning, Steve. How are you doing on this Friday?
I'm doing good. It's definitely an inclement weather Friday. I want to launch right in here. Just tell us what's happening and what we can expect.
Yeah, I mean, if you step outside right now, conditions are still relatively quiet. We have had a few sporadic showers this morning, but they've been just that, regular rain showers. What we're really going to be watching for is over the next couple of hours. First, you're going to notice the wind beginning to pick up. We're already registering some gusts around 25 miles per hour. That's going to continue to grow. So particularly late morning through the middle of the afternoon, wind gusts at that 40, 50 mile per hour will be possible. Of course, if you have anybody that you know that live up in the higher elevations, any of the mountains, say towards Polk County, they can have the potential of having some gusts even stronger than that. If you haven't done so yet, maybe you have your trash cans still outside, you got your patio umbrellas that are open, bring them in, close those umbrellas because they can certainly get blown around. Because of how strong this wind is, we may end up with some pockets of some tree damage or some power outages as well. The other side, so this is just general wind that's going to be strong across our area. Remember what we had Monday night through Tuesday night? A repeat of that for wind. Additionally, though, we will have the chance for some rain and storms. So when we talk about our rain and storm timing, for Cleveland and Bradley County, yeah, you may see a couple of showers this morning, but more likely noon till 4 p.m. is going to be the greatest window for Cleveland and Bradley County for dealing with the rain and storms. Within that, there could be an isolated severe storm. Also, the biggest problem would then be those damaging wind gusts associated with that severe storm. But there is a low end risk that we could see isolated tornado today. So again, the greater severe risk for that as far as tornadoes are outside of our area. But I do just want to make sure people have that heads up as well.
Alison Pryor, Local 3, and then Alison, as Bridget's been telling us here, there is a chance of snow, it looks like. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some wild weather during this week, and it's going to continue into next week. So tomorrow's going to be a little bit cooler, the highs in the 40s. Another cold front is going to come through early on Sunday morning. That's going to make Sunday the high temperatures only in the 30s, and then it's going to get even colder Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. The 2 days that we're watching for those snow chances are going to be on Monday and Tuesday. Of course, Monday, that's going to be Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So schools are going to be closed. A lot of offices may be closed for the holiday. I know people often do service projects on that day. So just know it's going to be in the 30s for that with the chance of snow showers. And then for people heading back to work and school on Tuesday, then there's still going to be a chance for some of that wintry mix of snow showers on Tuesday too. The potential for some spots that we could have 3 days in a row right at or below freezing, not climbing above that. So this is some of the coldest air that we have seen since December of 22. So what we experienced right before Christmas the year before last.
Wow. So we will definitely be in touch with you, Allison. I appreciate the update. So a lot going on, and I know you guys are very busy. So I always ask the question: how can our audience tune in to you, but also just overall weather information from Local 3?
Yeah, so I mean, normally Monday through Friday it's 4:30 to 7 a.m. But when you're talking about today, some of the strongest wind storms are going to be right around that noon hour. We'll of course be live on Local 3 News from noon to 1 p.m. I'm doing a couple of cut-ins during the afternoon. I'll be covering the noon newscast today, and then Cedric Haynes will be taking over at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So definitely check back in with us today. Once we make it through the rain, the wind, the storms today, of course, this weekend, all eyes are going to go to that big Arctic blast for next week and those snow chances.
Is that a polar vortex? Isn't that right?
Yes, so we're seeing a little bit of a wobble in that and bringing in really that cold air from the north. And anybody who are like football fans, you may have heard the playoff game that's going to be in Kansas City this weekend will be absolutely frigid for that, too.
All right, Alison Pryor, Local 3. Alison, hey, thank you so much. We may be checking in with you before Friday, so hopefully we'll talk soon.
Yeah, that sounds good. Everybody have a safe day and a great weekend.
You as well. Thanks, Alison Pryor, Local 3. We've got a lot to come here at 8:07. Good morning.
This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terrell. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit them online at centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
News. I'm Sue Gussman. Former President Donald Trump revealing at a Fox News town hall in Des Moines, Iowa tonight.
All right, we are having an issue with Fox News, so we apologize for that. At 8:07, good morning, everybody. Let's go right to a severe weather update. Brought to you.
This is a severe weather update.
Brought to you by Insurance Incorporated. Final time we'll run down the schools because at this point you'd be late. We have Bradley County and Cleveland City schools both shut down today. Also, Polk County, Meigs County, Ray County, Sweetwater City, and McMinn County schools all closed today. A couple of notes. Cleveland City says that their after-school care closed today. That includes YMCA care on the campuses. And then Bradley County Schools says that their after-school activities are on for today, including tonight's Walker Valley Bradley Central basketball matchups at Smitty Arena, which we will have double coverage of those games, Mix 104.1 and on MixTV.tv later tonight, beginning at 6 o'clock. Now, they say they're monitoring the situation. You just heard Alison Pryor talk about also the potential for severe weather. Now let's go to what we'd call a regular news update right here.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
All right, good morning, everybody. And in the news this morning, Bradley County Mayor Gary Davis delivered his State of the County address to the Kiwanis Club. And the mayor, we covered his address, the Rotary Club, from last week earlier. But following the Kiwanis Club address, our Gideon Ratcliffe with MixTV.tv was able to speak with Mayor Davis. This is Mayor Davis's first comments about the subject he brought up at the previous Bradley County Commission meeting this past Monday about the merging Bradley County and Cleveland City schools, something that he brought up. He said he wants to have a conversation about that. Here are the mayor's first comments since that meeting.
It seems to have generated some interest and some talk. Anytime you do something like that, you're going to get pros and cons. But the thing with studying something like that is to study those pros and cons and see which outweighs the other and what we could do differently to do better. When I said it's just a thought, that's what I meant. I think it's time that we look at making some possible changes and improvements. We have two wonderful school systems here, but I think on behalf of our kids, our students, that we could do things even better, and I think we should always be looking to do that.
All right, so again, Bradley County Mayor Gary Davis's first comments following that Bradley County Commission meeting this past Monday where he talked about that idea. Other news this morning, a McMinn County man is accused of child sex crimes, arrested Monday on more than 24 charges. Our news partners at Local 3 report that a TBI spokesperson says 27-year-old Kentarius McGuffey is charged with 13 counts of aggravated rape of a child, 12 counts of especially aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor, among other charges. The TBI said McGuffey was arrested after agents got a tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children about child sexual abuse material being uploaded by a Snapchat user who was later identified as McGuffey. The TBI said authorities detained McGuffey at his place of employment in Sweetwater, while agents and investigators executed a search warrant at his home in Athens. He's booked in the McMinn County Jail on a $400,000 bond. There is more local and state news. You can find that on our website and our Mix 1041 app. Download our free app at mymix1041.com. This news sponsored in part by Mark Shepard Shelter Insurance.
Mark Shepard Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
It's time for our obituary program brought to you by Pool Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. Betty Ruth Watson, age 89, a resident of Cleveland, passed away on Tuesday, January the 9th. And there'll be a celebration of life held today at the Pool Funeral Home. Arrangements by the Pool Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. Lois Sword Nutter, age 89 of Cleveland, passed away Wednesday. Arrangements by the Pool Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland for Lois Sword Nutter, age 89 of Cleveland, who passed away on Wednesday. And this obituary brief brought to you by Pool Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway. And anytime at donledford.com. Still seeing that slowdown, I-75 southbound. The accident was between exit 20 and White Oak Mountain, and traffic is moving in that area, but still seeing a slowdown there around exit 20, I-75 southbound. We'll be sure to keep you up to date. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA, where all are welcome, with membership solutions for everyone, regardless of income. Find out more at ymcachattanooga.org.
Our longtime friend Dewayne Hamby joins us. Dewayne, good morning.
Good morning, Steve. Good to be here. Good morning, Bridget.
Good morning. It's great to see you in person. It's been a long time.
I know. How about that? Yeah.
Well, I know you have now a couple of regular jobs, but you have really had an interesting side gig here over the last several years. Just update people on what you do.
Okay, so years ago I got connected somehow with the entertainment industry. I used to cover pretty much exclusively faith-based releases. That just has opened up more and more. So like I think when I texted you over Christmas break, right before that I interviewed George Clooney. My last interview of the year last year was Danny DeVito, which was really, really cool.
Oh, wow.
To talk to somebody like that. We covered, it's award season, so we've been getting all this swag in the mail as well. I'm a member of the Critics' Choice Association now.
Great.
So I'm heading on a plane in the morning. I'm going to California for the Critics' Choice Awards Sunday night.
Wow.
It's a precursor to the Oscars where the critics actually sit. Everyone sits around tables, they do all that stuff. Monday morning you'll hear about it because somebody will have said something controversial. Probably not me, but anyway, I'll just be there. Yeah, I'll just be there around the tables. But and as you know, I come up here. I'm working for Trek Through Truth. We're going to build a children's museum here, and it's going to be amazing. TrekThroughTruth.com. But also, I brought some giveaways. I don't know when you want to give them away. I know it's a busy, busy day, but anytime when you're like, we need something to liven things up a little bit, we have this Dennis Quaid movie, The Hill. And look at this. I thought you would get a kick out of this.
Oh, man.
This is
Emma Stone.
Yeah, this is one of the most critically acclaimed movies of the year. I don't happen to like it at all.
I haven't seen it, but
yeah, I would not recommend it. But it's called Poor Things. I didn't finish it, but that's some of the swag. And then there's a bunch of T-shirts in there. So it's really cool. I mean, I love to chat, as you can tell. You know, I'm a chatty person. So I think when they schedule an interview with me, they're like, okay, it's not going to be boring. We're not going to sit and, you know, have nothing to say. There's not going to be any awkward silence. So we laugh. Like with George Clooney, I brought up Batman and Robin. You know, I showed him my hat that I had from the movie. He said, don't put it on, don't put it on, you know. We always try to do something kind of funny. You know, years ago I interviewed Ben Affleck and asked him, you know, because I'm a Batman nut, you know, are you ever going to play Batman again? He said, no. 2 years later, he's in The Flash, you know, so they lied to me just like they lied to everybody else, you know.
Well, obviously the money was right. We're joined by Dewayne Hamby. Who has just had an amazing side career interviewing really just the top-notch entertainers of our time. So you're going to the Critics' Choice Awards, which is fascinating. Where do they hold that now?
Okay, so it was
Is it the Beverly Hilton?
It was not in the Beverly Hilton. It was in another hotel.
Okay.
My wife was going too, but she was going to have to sit in another room and watch it. And then I could, you know, they had a lottery because they have a limited amount of seats for the critics. And they changed venues, and she's going to be able to come. We're going to be able to sit at the table. I had a friend last year who sat with Andrew Garfield, you know. So I keep kidding with my wife saying, you know, I'm just practicing saying, please pass the ranch dressing, Margot, you know, Margot Robbie. And she's crossing her fingers for Leonardo DiCaprio, you know, sitting at our table or whatever.
Absolutely.
Of course, the reality is it'll probably be somebody who was in a commercial, you know, sitting at our table. But it'll be fun. We'll see all kinds of people. We're dressing up. You know, it's star-studded event. There's a red carpet. There's a pre-party. After that, right after that, I'm going to The Chosen Season 4 premiere, which is downtown Los Angeles. And we love The Chosen. They're really good to us. They bring us in. It's a phenomenon. This year, The Chosen is going to premiere all their episodes in theaters.
Oh, wow.
So it's the first time a TV show has actually, what they're doing is they're going to double up episodes. Episode 1 and 2 will play at the theater for a week or two. Then they'll premiere episode 3 and 4. If I could count, it would help. But anyway, 8 episodes that they'll release like that, just trying to capitalize on the popularity of it. And I know over Melissa and Danielle at the Chamber, they're big Chosen fans. I've already talked to them about it. I was hoping I'd see them there, but I'm just glad to go. Anytime somebody, you know, I'm shocked at the invitations. I'm shocked when I get an email and they say, hey, do you want to interview this person? Do you want to fly out here? Amazon flew a bunch of us up the 1st of December to show 4 of their movies and have Q&As with the stars of their movies. Wow. These are their awards movies, you know, so they're trying to get it in front of people. They put us up in the Four Seasons, which is my favorite hotel. I was in the elevator once, you know, with Molly Shannon in there, and this time was America Ferrera from Barbie.
Oh, man.
So, you know, she was doing an Instagram Live, so I thought, you know, she's not trying to be incognito. She's, you know, so this gives me a little reason to talk to her. So I said, can we take a picture of my girls? You know, they're so gracious, you know, and I kind of read the room sometimes if they're open to that or if they're not. But a selfie is kind of like my, you know, I'm a hunter, big game hunter, and the selfie is sometimes my prize, you know, when I come home with it.
You got it. We're joined by Dewayne Hamby, who's just fascinating what he's able to do, who's able to talk to. Let me quickly talk Oscar season. Just get some thoughts from you about, you mentioned the Oscar season. The nominations, I guess they'll be announced here soon, but the award show I know is in March this year. What are you thinking coming out, especially coming out of last Sunday's Golden Globes?
Sure. Last Sunday there was a few upsets, and going into our show, which is voted on by critics. Now the Oscars is voted on by people who work in the industry, and last week is the Hollywood Foreign Press. So it's just this award season thing. Our big movie for tomorrow night or for Sunday night is Barbie. They have 18 nominations, which is a shocker, but everybody loved Barbie. So we expect something to happen with Barbie. Of course, The Color Purple, the same studio, Warner Brothers. My personal favorite of the year is The Holdovers. I don't know if you've seen that yet.
Paul Giamatti's a genius. So.
Oh, yeah. He'll be there Sunday night.
Oh, yeah, sure.
They're presenting a Lifetime Achievement to Harrison Ford Sunday night at our thing,
gracious.
too. Yeah,
Lord. He's my all-time favorite.
Oh, yeah. I hope we at least get to see him
And
somehow.
maybe Oprah will be there.
Oprah will be there. She's
Oh, my goodness.
She'll be a presenter.
I love Oprah.
Yeah. I would
man.
love to get a hug from Oprah before it's over. And if so, I'll call you when.
Give me a holler. All right,
I'll
let's do
say,
it.
yeah, we got the hug. But did you see, what was your favorite movie of the year?
No question, Oppenheimer. I think it was the best movie that I've seen in a long time.
And a lot of people agree with that. A lot of people love it.
You know, I'm an Oppenheimer fan, and Bridget's a Taylor Swift movie fan. She loved Eras. So anyway, well, Dewayne, buddy, hey, stay in touch with us. But before we go, let's talk about Trek Through Truth, because my goodness, what Doug K. Wood and his wife and family have started here, and that idea, it is really growing into reality, isn't it?
Yeah, and the vision is so grand. It will transform this whole area. And that's what's exciting. Now, we're kind of on the precipice of it, and so we get a lot of questions. No, we don't have property right now. We're looking at property. Even as today, we're going to do that. But the vision for it, all the groundwork that they've laid, and so my job really is to get people on board, to tell the story. We want to leave a legacy project for future generations and capture the minds of children, get them fascinated with the Bible. Walk through the Bible. It's going to be every interactive. It's going to be escape rooms, all that. I mean, when I saw the plans for it, I was like, oh, wow, wait a minute. It's not a one room with artifacts behind glass. This will be fully interactive. So Doug and I went to the Museum of the Bible about a month ago. We toured it and, went behind the scenes. I'm going to go back at the end of next month. So we're trying to forge partnerships with that. TrekThroughTruth.com. If you want any information about it, we'd love to work with you. And they've been very kind to me. I come up once a month, 1 week a month in the office here. If you're interested, we can meet. I'm in Orlando 3 other weeks out of the month. My girls are finishing their last semesters at their schools. So
great.
And they're in entertainment too. They're future stars. They just auditioned for Matilda Jr.
Wow.
And one of my daughters was up for the lead role, and they have it downtown at the big venue in Orlando. It would be like the Fox or whatever, but it's a premier venue. They did Frozen Jr. They just finished Music Man Jr. And so,
wow.
Yeah, I've been posting videos. I'm very proud.
Of course.
One day I'll be interviewing them, So.
Absolutely. And they'll turn you down for an interview. No, Dad.
That's right. Yeah.
Hey,
too embarrassing.
So you've got that DVD. Remind me of the movie. Let's go ahead and get that DVD away right now.
Sure. It's The Hill with Dennis Quaid.
I love Dennis Quaid.
And the other guy is the one I interviewed, Colin Ford. Of course, I've interviewed Dennis, too. Colin Ford. It's a movie. It's a true movie about a boy who grew up kind of with a disability, and his dad is a preacher and kind of pushes him and helps him realize his dreams of being a baseball star. So it's a really good movie. We have like 4 or 5 copies of that, so you can give them out as you want.
I'll tell you what, let's give away a copy right now. We'll do it to caller 5 as an instant winner right now. Call the volunteer Redapest Mix line at 423-614-6499. We'll give you a copy, a DVD copy of The Hill, starring Dennis Quaid and Colin Ford. It'll be a great family movie. Dewayne Hamby, great to see you, buddy. Stay in touch with us, okay?
And congratulations on the award, too, Steve.
Well, it was a lean year.
Yeah. No, but the first time I ever heard of you, first time I ever heard your name, my wife was saying, that Steve Hartline, we were having some kind of severe weather in Cleveland, and she said he really does help this community as far as keeping us connected. A lot of people would kind of be in the dark without that, so we appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
Bridget, you too.
Well, whatever. She doesn't care. Thank you, Dewayne. And, hey, let us know how it goes, the Critics' Choice.
Yeah, watch CW Sunday night. It's going to be live on the CW. So if you see me with ranch dressing, dripping down my cheek or taking a bite at the worst time.
Yeah.
That'll be me.
That's our guy. I will definitely be watching. Thank you, Dewayne. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you, too.
Again, if
Thank
you want to
you.
win a DVD copy of The Hill, you can call us right now. Caller 5 is an instant winner at 423-614-6499. Coming up, two of our favorite people, Dr. Debbie Murray and Gloria Scott Richmond from Lee University. They're next on Mix 104.1.
Whether you're looking for a settle change to your...
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year. Offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices. Keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups. Making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 0.9% on just about everything else. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Windy throughout the day today. We'll have wind gusts 40 to 55 miles per hour throughout midday, mainly in early afternoon. We do have an isolated severe risk of storms this afternoon as well. We're going to have a high of 55, a low of 29 this evening with partly cloudy skies tonight. For tomorrow, mainly sunny, a high of 45 and a low of 25. And then on Sunday, partly cloudy and a high of only 39. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 42 degrees.
All right, and we are joined now by two of my longtime friends, Dr. Debbie Murray as the provost at Lee University, and we have Gloria Scott Richmond, my longtime friend. She is the director of racial and ethnic relations at Lee University. Ladies, good morning. How are you both?
Good morning. Good morning. Great.
Well, thank you.
So glad to see both of you, and I appreciate you coming. We know Monday is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Appreciation Day, but it's really going to kick off, Debbie, a week of special activities at Lee. Is that right?
That's right. We have a full week planned, and that's spearheaded by Gloria.
Oh,
she's done an amazing job putting all kinds of activities and events together the full week, but Monday especially is packed with activities all day long, something there for everybody. And this is for the community, For the Lee campus, our students and faculty, children. We have children's activities. So we would love to encourage everybody to stop by sometime on Monday and join us in celebrating Dr. King.
Absolutely. Well, Gloria,
yes, sir.
First of all, just talk about the importance of this day.
The town
but then
squire.
also, and then tell us what's happening. But the importance of continuing the mission and also to pass this along, as Debbie said, to children.
Yes. I am a U.S. citizen, but I was born and raised in the U.K. And one of the heroes that transferred his work worldwide, Martin Luther King Jr. And from the I Have a Dream speech to I've been to the mountaintop, it translated worldwide. And so moving to America, learning about his life, learning about his legacy, and then being a beneficiary of that. Because obviously I served in Cleveland City Schools for over 30 years. And to be in the skin that I'm in and teaching all of the demographic of Cleveland would not have happened if we didn't have a dreamer and others that bought into this dream and have fulfilled that vision that there's liberty and justice, not just for some, but for all. And so we celebrate a great American's life that day, but not only that day, because we've called this day a day on, not a day off.
That's right.
Because it's what are you doing for your fellow man? That was his mantra. It was his life's vision. What are you doing for others? That's what we're defined by. And so to pass that legacy on to our children and our children's children, to say, guys, leave the place where you are better than you found it. And so celebrating his life as a day on. For example, one of the first things that's going to happen, Dr. Arlie Tagayuna, a few students, and members of the Cleveland Police Department are going to serve a pancake breakfast at the Wildwood Homeless Shelter, and not only cook the breakfast, but stay and eat with the clients who have been there from the evening before. So what a day, what a way to kick off the day of service, and then moving into the community march and the community worship service, celebrating together. And not only celebrating with great hurrah, but that intentional thought that, you know what, we do not live unto ourselves. We are surrounded by humanity, and so we need to make our world, we have a choice, and we're encouraging our community make that choice to make Cleveland a better place.
Amen. Let's talk. We're joined by our longtime friends, Debbie Murray and Gloria Scott Richmond. Gloria, I want to go back for just a moment. So talk about the events, specifically the march and then the community worship service, and how our audience can participate.
Certainly. At 9 o'clock, we will meet as a community. It'll be cold, but just bundle up.
That's right. That's right.
We'll meet at the courthouse, and we'll start with the national anthem and celebrate as Americans right there on the steps. And then in that surrounding area, we'll get our marching orders literally from Lawrence Armstrong, NAACP president, and our friends of the 100 Black Men of Cleveland and Bradley County. And so we will march together. It's just a small route, but that route will conclude at the School of Business lobby at Lee University, where we will go and thaw out. And there'll be some refreshments.
Maybe Dr. Thompson can find some hot chocolate or something. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I believe we'll have.
I had lunch with him earlier this week, so it'll probably be a few days old, but it's fine. We'll do something. I'm kidding.
So we will have a time for our community to fellowship, and then at 10:15 we'll start the worship service. So we will hear voices that are respected in Cleveland and Bradley County and in this region. Wow. And so representatives from government officials to church officials, school representatives will be here to share their thoughts and their vision, not only for the day, but for Cleveland as a whole. So it's going to be.
I'm sorry, will that be in Pangle Hall?
Yes, sir. It will be
there.
in Pangle Hall.
Oh, what a wonderful place for that. Well, I tell you, Debbie Murray, it is what a wonderful day, but also just the spirit of this that will continue, as Gloria said, past Monday, really.
That's right. All week long we have activities.
Great.
Yes, so we're very excited to welcome people to campus and to provide these activities for our campus. Our students want to be engaged and involved.
Yes. That's something about Lee, you know, when things like this happen, Lee is always at the forefront of what's happening, and involvement is so important. I mean, and I know, Gloria, that's really what you do on a year-round basis, is getting people involved and getting the message out there. Is that right? Is that one of the purposes of your office?
That is correct. That's the whole purpose of our office. We work with everyone. It's racial and ethnic relations, so you can't leave anyone out of the conversation. So just in a nutshell, we advocate for everyone, we empower everyone, and we support where needed. Body, soul, and spirit. So we're there. We're not only there for our students, but for all of our employee base, all of our alumni, and then beyond Lee, our community, and beyond our community. So we've gone global.
We really have, haven't we?
We really have.
It's just unbelievable. Dr. Debbie Murray, anything you want to add here at this point?
I'll just highlight a couple of the events that we would love for community to come and be involved in. As Gloria mentioned, the community worship service, 10:15, Pangle Hall. We have seminars offered by various faculty members from 1:30 to 2:30 in the Humanities Center, big classroom building. A living museum, and Gloria might want to explain what that is, at 1:30 in the Centenary Room. A quiz bowl that will engage our students in a little competition at 1:30. Student research, movies, speeches. I mean, it's just a lot.
Wow, that's wonderful. Yeah, tell me a little more about what Debbie was talking about, Gloria, if you will.
Sure. The Living Museum, best way I can describe it is walking into a wax museum, but the statues come to life.
Uh-oh.
So and they depict historical figures from the civil rights movement. And so when you go into the Centenary Room, they will be seated, but as you approach them, they stand up and they come to life and they take on that person. And depending how savvy the actors are, if you ask them a question, they'll answer it.
Oh my goodness. Some people thought that at one point Danny Murray was a wax figure, but no, he is real.
Oh, he is real.
He was here a couple of
verify
days ago.
that.
Hey, how could our community find out more about all of this?
Well, they can call the switchboard, and we'll make sure they have a schedule available to talk to them about it. Let me mention one more activity.
Yeah, please, Debbie.
This is off campus. It's at the Museum Center at 5 Points at 3:30 on Monday. Music of Civil Rights.
Oh, wow.
So that will be a great presentation with music and
Dr. Ruthie Wank.
That's right.
This year, this is a lecture that we normally have every MLK Day. This year, the music of the civil rights era will feature the freedom riders. It will emphasize the freedom riders,
Absolutely.
what kept them inspired. So we're too excited about that.
Gloria, I'm going to give you the final word here. What, anything you'd like to say before we go?
Yes, just to add to another way to find out the entire schedule, because it is a lot. You can go to Lee's main page, and there's a tab right at the top. Click on it, and you'll get all the information. And of course, feel free to call the switchboard. Mrs. Kim Lastoria will make sure she will lead you where you need to go. And then, in closing, that dream, it's an enduring dream. It's a dream that all of us can be recipients of, and we all are. It's a better place because the Lord allowed a voice to be heard in America and around the world in the person of Martin Luther King Jr. But what was wonderful about the civil rights movement was it wasn't just people that looked like Martin Luther King Jr. that championed this cause. It was Americans, great Americans, and some of them had to pay the price of going to jail for this dream, of losing their lives for this dream. And this is a way every year, and hopefully for the rest of our lives, because that's what the theme of the week is. It goes from a day on to a life on, that we serve one another.
And we're celebrating
today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. My four little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. Let freedom ring, and when this happens, when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Oh, my goodness. It is a celebration. Lee University, you can find out more at leeuniversity.edu. We're back in just a moment.
7,500.
Here is Brian Poole, owner of Poole Funeral Home and Cremation Services at Fike Chapel.
We're doing some renovations on Fike. We're painting the whole inside. New furnishing's going in, give it a fresh new look. We're going to provide just as much professional services there as any other funeral home in the area. Cater to everybody's need, whether it's burial or cremation, whatever it may be, we're going to provide the community that. And I just want to continue that heritage that the Fike family started and build off of that. And I wanted to keep that name part of ours, even though we did change it to Poole Funeral Home and Cremation Services at Fike Chapel. We wanted to make sure we honored the Fike name. We treat your family like they're our family.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
This just in, thanks to Josh. Again, Gerard Mayo, former UT linebacker, is the new head coach of the New England Patriots. More coming up in just a second. But Ryan Wooten joins us. He is the owner of Flowers and Things. How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
I am doing great. And you've got, as you're watching on mixtv.tv, some beautiful arrangements here. Is that right?
Yes, these are going to be our new rose we're going to debut on Valentine's.
All right, very good. And our longtime buddy Randy is here. Randy, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you guys?
I'm doing good. How long have you been with Flowers and Things?
16 years at Flowers and Things.
16 years. All right, so I want to begin with you, Ryan, and just tell me, first of all, about purchasing Flowers and Things. How long has it been now?
Going on 7 months.
About 7 months.
Yes.
And you were telling me it's been just incredible, the community response.
Yes, it has. It's always been a lifelong dream, and then everybody that knows me, followed me, and it's been exciting. Me and Randy's been bringing new things to the shop. We're trying to get to the point to where we offer things for all the generations. So
that's right. Well, I know you're excited about Valentine's Day, so let's talk about the new Valentine's rose here with Flowers and Things. Randy or either one of you?
I'm going to let Randy jump in on here.
The roses that we're presenting today is this pink rose right here. Then we have a peach-colored rose over here. It is a David Austin rose. This is going to be our premier roses this year. And also these roses here are your more fragrant roses than just your regular red rose is. And by saying that is because these roses here, the red ones here, they're pollinated by human. They're not pollinated by bees.
Oh, wow.
And bees do the pollination. That's what gives you your good smell on your roses or any of your flowers.
I did not know that. Yeah. And I tell you, that is something that you offer at Flowers and Things. And what are some other things as we get close to Valentine's Day you can do for people?
Oh, well, for Valentine's Day, we're offering stuffed animals, plush animals. We're also doing, of course, you use your Valentine's Day balloons, your roses, just a mixed cut arrangement, a variety of like stargazer lilies, snapdragons, ostomeria lilies, just a nice mixed cut. A lot of people like those as well because you get roses for like your anniversary or Valentine's Day, but a lot of people like to go toward the mixed cut arrangements as well.
Is that what you're saying, Ryan, also?
Yeah, and then we got a lot of things up our sleeves that you'll have to check out our Facebook for
okay.
When we put those out there.
And how do people find your Facebook? Or what's your Facebook address?
You got to go on there. We got a new Facebook.
Okay.
We started up a new one, so you'll have to go to Flowers and Things of Cleveland, Tennessee.
Okay.
And like and share.
All right. Very, very good. And I know you got to get to the shop here, as we say. But you're there. These are beautiful roses, and Valentine's is coming. But guys, you're there on a daily basis. year-round for people. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
We're mostly there, 6 days a week. If we have to be there on Sunday to do special deliveries, we will do that too. Because I know, people have loved ones who pass away, and we have to deliver on Sundays because your funeral homes and your churches need that extra, extra care to have someone there to deliver to those places as well.
Ryan, anything else you want to mention here before we go?
Just stop in to see us.
Yeah. So let's get the information besides Facebook. Let's get your location out there. Of course, we know where you are right down here.
Yeah, we're like neighbors. We're at 27 Mouse Creek Road, Cleveland, Tennessee, 37312.
Randy, how about you? Anything? And also your phone number also?
Okay, our telephone number here for the store is area code 423-479-6375.
All right, very, very good. And, of course, Flowers and Things, long tradition. And Ryan has purchased Flowers and Things, and we've got your website up on Mix TV right now. If you're watching mixtv.tv, you're seeing, my goodness, the options are just tremendous. And, Randy, you guys do it all, can't you?
If you name it, we can do it. or at least we try to anyway.
Yeah, we like to accept challenges.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Sometimes, yeah.
Well, I'm sure our building was a challenge at Christmas, because, an old radio station, but you guys did a tremendous job. Got a lot of compliments on that, and they decorated our station for Christmas, have for a few years now, I believe. So.
Yes, we've been doing it for a few years. I think we're going to try to do something a little bit different next year for the radio station.
Have at it. Whatever you want to do. You guys are the experts. We just sit here and talk. Well, listen, it's Ryan Wooten and Randy, our longtime friends, and look, it's Flowers and Things. And if you're listening on the radio, go back on Mix TV and look at this. Beautiful roses, brand new for the Valentine's season at Flowers and Things. Mouse Creek Road here in Cleveland. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right,
Have a great day. Have a great weekend also. It is 7 minutes before 9 a.m. All right, coming back. We will check a full sports report, and we'll do that in just a moment. Stand by.
Local at Eller & Owens Furniture and
Elevate your siding projects with Cleveland Exteriors. Ascend fiberglass siding built with lasting beauty and low maintenance. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional siding. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com, proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Dad, are these numbers right? Our factory's been overproducing mattresses for most of the year.
The boys were on a heater and I just let them cook.
What?
Yeah, well, when you have a crew of craftsmen like we do, you just gotta let them go.
Well, I guess there's one thing to do. We'll have the biggest inventory clearance sale in our 44-year history.
Yep, we'll just mark everything down.
But people better hurry because at these prices, they won't last long.
And it's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means 1 person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
area system shut down also. We'll get to more on that coming up. First of all, let's get our final check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's happening?
Okay, happy birthday to Satika Bryce. She is 58 today, works over at Volunteer Energy. Donald and Loretta Burgess, they're celebrating their wedding anniversary tomorrow. The anniversary wish says, to the best parents ever, thank you for all you do for your kids and grandkids. My friend Cindy Freeman is having a birthday tomorrow. Also, my friend Carla Hyder is having a birthday tomorrow as well. Sawyer Falk is celebrating today. Jimmy Pat Lee is having a birthday today. Drusilla Fain is having a birthday tomorrow, and Bree Ballard is 24 today. That is from her mom, Wendy, her dad, Josh, and her daughter, Kamaya. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us for Monday. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Selwa Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they have something for everyone to help you manage your finances with ease and security. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
All right, it's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk, CHI Memorial Hello Human Kindness, and this sport sponsored in part by Solutions Finance of Tennessee. Speaking of Tennessee, breaking news. Former UT linebacker Gerard Mayo, 37 years of age, is the new head coach of the New England Patriots. He replaces Bill Belichick, and that is huge news. We understand Adam Schefter with ESPN broke that story. Gerard Mayo, we rooted for him with UT for so many years, and he is now again he's been a coach with the Patriots a long time, but he's the youngest head coach in the NFL. He's 37 years old, and Adam Schefter, ESPN, reports that he is the new head coach of the New England Patriots. And now Ian Rappaport says it was written in Mayo's contract that he would be the successor to Bill Belichick. And he was a Patriot also. He played for the Patriots. So Gerard Mayo, the new head coach of the New England Patriots, former Tennessee linebacker, former New England Patriot. That is a big, big story this morning. The Lady Vols over Florida last night, 88-81. We had high school basketball last night. Walker Valley girls over Ray County, 57-42. Ray County boys made it a split. They beat Walker Valley 59-55. Lee University split with Christian Brothers last night. Lee women over Christian Brothers, 69-31. Christian Brothers over Lee, 81-71. Cleveland High School boys wrestling defeated Bradley Central 62-3 last night. Cleveland boys wrestling will wrestle Father Ryan tonight, 6 o'clock at the Jones Wrestling Center at Cleveland High School. East Hamilton wrestling over Walker Valley 42-40. The Cleveland High School swim team defeated Silverdale on Thursday tonight. And here's what's happening. Despite Bradley County schools being closed today, part of their press release is that all after-school activities, including athletics, are on for tonight. So Walker Valley at Bradley Central basketball is happening tonight. Girls at 6, boys at 7:30. That'll be at Smitty Arena at Bradley Central High School. We'll have double coverage tonight. Mix 1041 radio, mixtv.tv. Shelton and I will do that. And that's tonight. Also, you can listen or watch for free on the Mix 1041 app. That's a free download thanks to CHI Memorial. Download at mymix1041.com. Cleveland High School is playing at McMinn County basketball tonight, girls and boys, beginning at 6 o'clock. Other notes, Florida State football program penalized by the NCAA for NIL violations. The program will have to disassociate itself from its NIL collective for 1 year. Plus, they're on probation for 2 years. They've also received recruiting limits. Florida State offensive coordinator Alex Atkins identified as the guilty party. He's been suspended for 3 games. And the NFL Wild Card playoffs start tomorrow, Saturday. Browns at Texans kick it off 4:30 on NBC. And then the Dolphins at the Chiefs. Could be a record cold game in Kansas City tomorrow night, 8 o'clock kickoff. Hopefully, we can all watch it on Peacock. It is the first NFL playoff game in history to only be on a streaming service. NBC Television paid the NFL $100 million to broadcast the Dolphins-Chiefs tomorrow night at 8 o'clock exclusively on their streaming platform, Peacock. It'll also be on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. We will have that. Then Sunday, Steelers at the Bills, 1 o'clock on CBS and on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. Packers at the Cowboys, Sunday at 4:30 on Fox and Talk 101.3 The Buzz. Rams at the Lions, 8 o'clock Sunday night on NBC and on Mix 104.1 Radio. And then Monday night, it's the Eagles at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on ABC and Talk 101.3 The Buzz. Our radio coverage, by the way, we will have the NFL playoffs in full on between Talk 101.3 The Buzz and Mix 104.1. Thanks to Dwayne Williams for setting that agreement up for us. That is this weekend, Wildcard Weekend, presented locally, our radio coverage by the Cleveland Family YMCA. No joining fee now, and the Y has income-based memberships available. Find out more at the Cleveland Family YMCA. It's 2 minutes after 9 a.m. Stand by. We have more to come right here on Mix 104.1 Radio and MixTV.tv. We'll be starting your workday with a long mix of music, and plus hearing our friends from Alon Planning Partners, all coming up. Solution.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Our legal system is complex, and your case may impact several areas of the law. Don't just hire a lawyer who focuses on one thing. Hire a team of experienced attorneys ready to handle your case wherever it may lead. Call Logan Thompson, one of the area's most respected law firms. From personal injury to criminal and family law, from contract disputes to disability, the team at Logan Thompson will work together to ensure you are well represented and well compensated. Logan Thompson, we fight to win.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Everyone there at the Porsche dealership are so personable and very knowledgeable that we just keep coming back. What I was looking for was a sport utility that was sporty and attractive and had the ability to perform to my expectations. The service department goes above and beyond with their routine service maintenance, and they get me out of there quickly. Chattanooga Auto Square. Luxury lives here.
Why now come to Best Buy Metals?
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
Save up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mach-E Mustangs at Cleveland Ford. That's right, big discounts are back at Cleveland Ford. We also have financing as low as 0%. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today or shop clevelandford.com.
The Vascular Institute is the region's only critical limb center focusing on amputation prevention and all of your vascular endovascular needs, saving legs, restoring lives. Their team of board-certified, fellowship-trained vascular surgeons, along with their VIC vascular team, deliver comprehensive treatment for all of your vascular, vein, and dialysis issues. VIC, changing the delivery of vascular care for our region. No referral is needed and appointments are within 1 week, accepting new patients. Visit VascularInstituteOfChattanooga.com or call 423-602-2750.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
All right, Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. We are joined by our friends Jay and Brittany Hagee with Alon Planning Partners. Good morning. How are you all?
Great.
Good morning.
Bridget.
Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. So yeah, here we are in 2024. So hard to believe. So we all have some sort of New Year's resolutions or goals as we start here in the new year. And many of us also set financial goals. So if you will, tell us how can we actually stick to our plan working toward those goals that we set?
Sure.
Yeah, well, that's the problem is that a lot of us start off really well and really motivated and I'm going to do it different this year and whatever it is, whether it's maybe your eating patterns or being healthier or, you know, finances and how you spend or how you save, whatever it might be, right? And then kind of the feeling wanes away and we're left with kind of an indifference, like, it's not a big deal anymore, right? So what we want to talk about today is how to stay motivated to reach those goals. And of course, we're talking specifically financial, but this can really be applied to anything. But we want to focus on these financial goals that we all have in some respect, right? Whether it's to budget better or to spend less or to save more or to be more prepared for our financial futures. So, we understand that financial success does not happen by accident. It takes intentionality.
That's right.
It takes true purpose. And so what we want to really emphasize is that a lot of times New Year's resolutions or financial goals are motivated by guilt, which says I should be doing this and not this, right? So
overspent.
Yes, and I shouldn't have. Oh, I feel guilty, or oh man, I shouldn't have eaten 2 desserts. I probably should do differently next time. So motivated by guilt, and sometimes that can be really effective. It can really help us reach the goals we're getting to. But the problem is the guilt wears off. And then we're left with this, like I said a minute ago, kind of like an indifference, right? So what do we do with that? Well, instead of being motivated by guilt, be motivated by the vision that you have for that future thing. So like maybe it's paying your house off, okay? Being debt-free. That is an awesome goal to set. Think about what life would be like in that moment where there is no debt, where you have no debt, and you really are experiencing financial freedom. So instead of being motivated by guilt, be motivated by the vision and the hope for what is to come as you take the appropriate actions to get there.
Yeah, and we want to encourage people to celebrate little wins along the way too. Like, you know, if the major goal is we want to be debt free and pay our house off or whatnot, maybe just putting a little bit more towards your house every month is going to get you to that goal, and you can celebrate over 6 months in a year that you're closer to that goal than you were. But ultimately, you need to not just make a resolution, especially with finances. We want a written financial plan because that's the only way you're going to achieve a goal. I want to read a quote. It says, "A dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. and a plan backed by action can make your dreams into reality. So if you can dream it and you can hope for it, like Brittany said, not just a guilt-ridden conscience, man, I want to be debt-free. I want to retire in the next 5 years, whatever it may be. You need to make sure that that goal is broken down into steps and becomes a plan so that you actually have a way to achieve what you're going for. And so we always encourage the folks that are making these New Year's resolutions for the year to create SMART goals. And we're just going to hit that really fast. But SMART meaning specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. Specific, so you want to be really, it's aim small, miss small. When it comes to whether it's being debt free or whether I want to lose 20 pounds this year, whatever it may be, you want to aim small, miss small. And then you want it to be measurable. Is it something I can actually track and progress? Because if you can't along the way, a lot of us will get hopeless.
You'll feel like you're going nowhere.
And we'll stop.
Yeah.
And so when we create a financial plan for folks, when maybe we're just starting on their spending plan and we're creating small steps along the way to get them to where they want to be, when we look at their allocation and their assets and what they're doing with their finances, we want to make sure that we are positioning in ways that is going to show them small wins and show us all small wins along the way so that we'll stick to those goals. You know, it's hard to stick to something that can feel like you're not getting anywhere, right? And so when it comes to finances and it comes to retirement especially, that can seem like, man, that's forever, or I'll never get there, I'll never retire. But we have a very proven method that allows people to place these goals, these large long-term goals, into small bite-sized abilities to eat at a little bit at a time so that you don't have to tackle the whole thing, so that you know you're actually on track to get to your goal. And that's what we want to help people with. And so in our world, we want to help people with that, with their finances, with growing their retirement accounts, or with being able to retire, or paying off all their debt, or making sure they're on a proper spending plan. And so if you just have a resolution out there this morning that I want to do some of these things, I want to be better financially, I want to retire in the next 5 years, or I want to pay my debts down, I want to pay my car off this year, whatever it may be, make sure that you create SMART goals, and that's why we're here to help. If you want a complimentary consultation, we'll sit down with you and we'll walk you through our process of getting to those plans so that you can reach your goals.
And I want to finish that. So he said the S and the M, specific and measurable. The A is attainable. Make sure it's not this absolutely unachievable goal, right? R is relevant. Is it really worth pursuing? Is it worth my time, energy, and effort to get there? And time bound, like put a time on it. I want to save 2% more this year than I did last year. So you put a specific number to it, but you also put a time to it, saying this year, within this year, I want to do this, right? So specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. This is something that's been around for years. It's not rocket science, but it's really practical.
It's helpful.
And it's helpful when creating these goals. And if you're listening today and you're like, man, I haven't really even thought about financial goals or how I could improve my financial situation in 2024. Well, here's kind of the conversation that hopefully will trigger that for you, because maybe it's something simple as, like I said a moment ago, save 2% more in my retirement accounts or in my savings than I did last year. Maybe it's to create an emergency fund. Maybe you don't have a backup account for emergencies. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's cutting back on unnecessary spending. Maybe it has to do with your spending plan and making wiser choices with that. Maybe it's paying off your home. Maybe it's paying down debt or paying off student loans or planning for your kids' or grandkids' education, or the big overall goal here, planning for retirement so that you have income when that time comes. Whatever it is, think it through, determine what matters most to you and what you want to work towards when it comes to your finances.
Yeah, and the last thing I want to say is I want to encourage people that it's never too late. It's never too late to start the journey to better yourself, whether it comes for retirement or just having better financial literacy, whatever it may be, that it's never too late, but now is the time to start. Now with fresh motivation, a fresh year, it's now time to put action behind these goals and make sure that we're hitting them, right? And so we want to just encourage folks to come and sit with us, because we don't want to wait till April when it's tax time and you're like, oh my goodness, how can I save on taxes that I've got due? Or, so many people I sat with in November and December said, man, I wish we would have sat with you back in January so that we could have planned this year out better. But it's never too late. But now is the time. If you want to call in 423-315-1441, we would love to meet with you and your family and help you set these smart goals to make sure you're getting to the financial destination.
And you can also learn more on our website. It's allonplanning.com, ALLON. planning.com. You can schedule your complimentary consultation from there. You can see more about our new book, The Alon Approach, which talks about our method of financial planning and the comprehensive nature that it should be. Talks all about Alon and what that means. And you can learn more about kind of what we do and how we operate. If you have questions, you can send in questions or again, schedule your complimentary consultation directly on our calendar from there.
Great information and great advice, as always, from Jay and Brittany Hagee with Alon Planning Partners. Again, their number 423-315-1441 and online at allonplanning.com. Thank you both so much for coming in.
Thanks so much. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Investment advisory services are offered through Foundations Investment Advisors, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The content provided is intended for informational and educational purposes only. The views, statements, and opinions expressed herein are those of the individual speakers and not necessarily those of Foundations and its affiliates. The information contained herein does not constitute an offer to sell any securities or represent an express or implied opinion or endorsement of any specific investment opportunity, offering, or issuer. Any discussion of performance or returns is not indicative of future results. Each individual investor's situation is different, and any ideas provided may not be appropriate for your particular circumstances. Foundations only transacts business in states where it is properly registered or is excluded or exempted from registration requirements. Registration as an investment advisor is not an endorsement of the firm by securities regulators and does not mean the advisor has achieved a specific level of skill or ability. No legal or tax advice is provided. Always consult with a tax professional. All rights reserved.
A Roth conversion may not be suitable for your situation. The primary goal in converting retirement assets into a Roth IRA is to reduce the future tax liability on the distributions you take in retirement or on the distributions of your beneficiaries. The information provided is to help you determine whether or not a Roth IRA conversion may be appropriate for your particular circumstances. Please review your retirement savings, tax, and legacy planning strategies with your legal or tax advisor to be sure a Roth IRA conversion fits into your planning strategies.